So, which a lot of people give us feedback on the show, and I think it's important that having you on here, Braun, is taking it to the next level and how DJs become just from a bedroom DJ to a club DJ to now the next level where, remixing comes into play. Production comes into play. Like, I know that you have been in that scene for a long time. He has, yeah. And how it went from DJing to starting production to remixing where other DJs are playing your songs and making more of a name for yourself by having DJs play your song.
He's talking about like edits, how like some of these kids are putting out edits nowadays, or like bootlegs.
Honestly, like we were doing edits for a long time, and no one really cared until AM started playing our edits, and then
who's you know what I mean? It's just Blade Runners you're talking about.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like if that's kind of how it. You got to get like other DJs to start playing your things. You know what I mean?
Support it. Sometimes you'll find on SoundCloud they'll say,
it's just like it was like that, and then like Crooklyn Clan took it to like a whole nother level where like people were downloading a lot of like you know what I mean. Like, just think of all like who were the top 5 like Crooklyn Clan guys like back in the day who would just make like thousands of edits who would just like make a lot of money.
Beat Breaker for sure.
Beat Breaker and like those type of guys. But it's just like too the technology is so easy. Like to make your own.
We couldn't do that back in our day. Yeah.
It was a lot harder back then, so there was a lot less people doing it. You know what I mean?
So give us a run. So Blade Runners decided to make an edit of a song. Now, how did it get in the hands of AM? Was this pre-Serato or during?
No, it was during Serato.
Edits couldn't be probably really been done before pre-Serato because they'd have to be burnt to CD. That's the only way you could actually play.
No, because they had Didn't you guys have vinyl?
We actually pressed vinyl.
But that was hard. It wasn't as easy to do as it is.
But that was just more just for like promo and doing something cool. But like, we would just give someone a CD. I think CDs were like back then.
CDs where it was, the easiest way to actually play them in a club.
So how to get it from you making that edit to AM's hands to AM playing it?
Probably just like going out. Shouts to my man Mike B out in LA. He was like kind of like an in between guy who like we had known. I mean, I've known guys like Five just from like
and like Kevin Scott too.
Working at Land Speed and working at Traffic and having those relationships with those guys. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's kind of like like they were just like all a bunch of old school nerds that ended up being kind of like Vegas DJs.
Yeah, we all are though. At the end of the day, we're just cool nerds.
Yeah, but it's and then you just kind of like, we'll play this. What's that? Like, oh shit, like, AM wants that. You know what I mean? It was like that type of thing.
And we used to.
He loves that.
Did you send it to him on your Sidekick?
What's that? Yeah. I was like, yo, listen to this on my Sidekick. It was crazy.
That one speaker.
It was good because we got to we got to DJ Banana Split like a couple times.
That's amazing.
You know what I mean?
I love that. And back then we used to share collections of folders with other DJs. I think that was a little bit more then than it is now. We used to be like,
I never did that.
Really?
Hells no.
You never traded records with somebody?
Hells no. You know how like when Serato first came out, you know how hard it was. You know how hard it was to get like a real serious collection, like all your shit like into one hard drive.
Well,
when Serato first came out.
Yeah, I went through that. Scribble gave me like a long whole catalog, and I'm still deciphering through that shit.
Well. Yeah, that's probably a lot of shit.
Well, I needed Serato like the next day. Like I had a gig that needed Serato for some reason, and Scribble was like, "Yo, take this. You'll be fine." Just dumped all this unorganized, labeled music. Oh my god!
And he only plays AIFF files. I know that.
Now he does, but back then we didn't have that option though because they were still like 128-bit MP3s.
What's AIFF files?
It's like a WAV file. It's like MP3 is like kind of like low bandwidth. Yeah. This is like full, like super high quality sound.
So it's AI. So it would go MP3, AIFF, and then WAV.
I think AIFF and WAV are kind of like
almost
similar.
The same. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So nobody,
like different formats.
So nobody would play an MP3 right now.
Well, everyone says that, like, especially if you have like a huge club with an amazing sound system.
Oh, 100%. I know this for a fact.
You should be playing AIFF. Yeah. Like, it just sounds night and day. Like, it really does.
I remember my first big gig at the Borgata in Atlantic City, playing a big room like that. I remember playing Nelly Furtado record, and it was like 128 like bit per bit rate, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And I was wondering why the difference between 320 and 128 in a big room like that is huge, man.
Yeah. Hurley, you on the AIFF or whatever?
I would say a lot of my music's actually MP3s, but I make sure that it's 320 kilobytes per second.
You have to. It can't have anything less.
Yeah. Because back then, iTunes was like 120.
Yeah,
even iTunes you couldn't even download 320.
When I heard Braun play 2 weeks ago when he was playing vinyl, the quality, dude, there's nothing that sounds. The quality of how that sounded was amazing. And I remember I would always hang out with Static and everybody at Tony Toka's party at a Sutra Lounge. And one night, Marley Marl, I think it was Marley Marl. I can't remember who it was. One of the, I'm sorry, I just having a brain freeze. But they played an all vinyl set in that room, and it just sounded so amazing. It was so different, dude. Live vinyl sounds so much better than a computer.
The bass bumps.
Dude, it sounded so good in that spot the other day, Braun. It really does. Vinyl makes a huge difference.
It does.
Did you play on their system, or you brought some stuff in?
Yeah, well, it's like a mixture of like their system, and then I bring in some other speakers.
Just to get some like low end in there?
Well, yeah, I got like two. I bring in a couple subs just because you gotta get the subs rocking.
You need to feel it in your bones, man.
So let's get into that. So new DJs trying to make the names for themselves, getting up to the next level. Is that, you think, a avenue for people to start doing edits and distributing that? I know one of our guys,
Revis,
yeah, has that. Was it Sean Paul?
Yeah, Temperature and Satisfaction.
And a lot of people started playing that.
Oh, yeah. Huge guys.
Huge guys.
I mean, it's just an easy tool to promote yourself. You know what I mean? If you get something that's kind of popping. I mean, look at half the guys at DJ now. Like, they had like one, like, kind of like almost. Who's the guy who sampled the Cherish loop?
Oh, A-Craze?
Yeah, I mean, like, that song became big, and now he's like he's good.
Yeah, but he made zero money off that record.
Yeah, but it's not about that. He's getting booked like crazy.
Yeah, that's where it comes in the back end. Yeah. Excuse me.
I mean, no one's made any money selling records for like 15 years.
No, that's very true. Yeah.
But that's the power of like a good edit that somebody really likes that you can play out. Like, you know what I mean? You'll get booked. Like, that dude's probably like in a
Beat Breaker.
Right,
I think it just changed Beat Breaker's like career too. It's just brought so much, notoriety to his bootlegs and edits that it helped raise his career. Like those edit packs people put out. DJs put out edit packs instead of putting out mixes as demos. You know what I mean?